For many years, practitioners have been recommending magnesium glycinate in their clinics. Years of telling clients, women just like you, that this is the safest, most effective form of magnesium for sleep, for anxiety, for the hormonal chaos of perimenopause. Well, we're wrong. As a healthcare professional with more than 15 years of clinical experience, it bothers me deeply that the research has always been there. The manufacturing data is there. Practitioners simply do not ask the right questions. Hi, I'm Nineveh Daniel. I'm a naturopath, and today we're opening the magnesium scandal. We're moving past the symptoms to look at what I call the ATP lock, the reason your repair crew is currently stranded. This is the prologue. If you found this through my shorts this week, this is where the full investigation begins. I'm giving you 3 clues and 1 verdict, and the recommendation I make in my clinic instead. Firstly, do me a favour, pause this video, get your magnesium supplement. You're going to need it for clue 2. Clue 1, the synthetic chelate. The thing no supplement label will ever explain to you is that magnesium glycinate does not exist in nature. I want you to sit with that for a moment. This is a form of magnesium, currently one of the most heavily marketed supplements in the women's health space. It cannot be found in any food. It does not occur anywhere in the biological world in this form. To manufacture it, producers use a high-heat chemical process using ammonia and chloroacetate to force an artificial bond. This creates a synthetic chelate. Chelate simply means a mineral that has been attached to another molecule to help it absorb into your body. Now, chelation itself is not the issue. Chelation happens constantly in nature. Every mineral in your body absorbed from real food arrives naturally chelated. The issue is the difference between a natural chelate and a synthetic one. And why is this important? When your liver encounters a synthetic bond, one assembled in an industrial process, using chemicals it was never designed to recognize from food, research suggests it may respond differently. Specifically, it may require additional enzyme resources to process that molecule, what some researchers describe as hepatic enzyme stress, where hepatic simply means your liver. Think of it this way. Your liver is a master chef. She spent 40 plus years learning every natural recipe. She knows every ingredient, every combination, every food that has ever passed through her kitchen. Then one day you hand her a dish assembled in a chemistry lab. All the ingredients technically exist in nature, but the way they've been forced together, the combination, is something she's never seen before. She will try to process it, but it will cost her eventually, in the form of enzyme resources, attention, processing capacity, which she's already using for other critical functions. And here's why it matters to women over 40. By perimenopause, your liver is already carrying an enormous hormonal load, processing estrogen and cortisol spikes. Research suggests that introducing a synthetic chelate into that stretched system adds a metabolic chore at precisely the time your body can least afford it. You're taking this to sleep better, but what if it's creating an invisible, cumulative processing burden that your cellular resource budget just can't afford? Clue 2, the buffering scandal. Now, take a look at your label. Find one word, buffered. If your label says buffered magnesium glycinate, or magnesium glycinate oxide complex, or bisglycinate buffered, what I'm about to show you is going to permanently change how you buy supplements. Buffered sounds clinical, it sounds precise, like the product's being carefully optimized for gentler absorption. And most women read it as a quality indicator. It is not. It means your premium magnesium glycinate's been mixed with cheap magnesium oxide, essentially chalk, to reduce costs. Here is the stomach acid gap. Magnesium oxide requires a highly acidic environment to break down. But by perimenopause, many women operate at reduced stomach acid levels. This is usually referred to as hypochloridria. By the time that chalk reaches your small intestine, the molecule arrives intact and unabsorbed. So let's do the elemental maths. Marketing says 400 milligrams. Chemistry says something different. A study published in Magnesium Research by Firoz and Graeber found that magnesium oxide may have an absorption rate of as low as 4%, not 40, 4. So a standard 400 milligram magnesium supplement, the kind on every pharmacy shelf across the country, may be delivering as little as 16 milligrams of elemental magnesium to your cells. 16 out of 400. And here's something most miss. If you aren't experiencing a laxative effect, it doesn't mean you're absorbing it either. It just means the dose was so microscopic, your body barely registered it. Drop your brand name in the comments below. I will tell you exactly what that label is telling me about your absorption. Clue 3, the cellular consequence. Clue 3 is not just about the supplement. It starts there, but it ends somewhere much bigger. This clue is about your body. Right now, as you watch this, your bone marrow is releasing adult stem cells into your bloodstream. This is happening continuously. These are your body's own cellular repair crew. They're specialized cells that identify damaged, aging, or underperforming tissue and simply renew it. And believe it or not, this is not fringe science. It's been the subject of clinical research for decades, but it's really only now being connected to the specific symptoms that women over 40 are routinely told to simply accept. Fatigue, brain fog, broken sleep, stubborn weight, stiff joints, skin that doesn't bounce back. These aren't just hormonal symptoms, these are cellular clues. And here's the part that changed my clinical approach permanently. Your body's stem cell output starts declining as early as your mid-20s. By 40, it's already reduced significantly. By 50, it's a fraction of what it once was. But the good news, your repair crew is still there, still working, but they're doing it with fewer numbers, fewer resources, and critically less fuel. By the time most women start noticing perimenopausal symptoms, their cellular repair capacity has already been in decline for decades. This is the window that matters. This is why what you put into your body in your 40s determines what your 60s and beyond actually feels like. Now here is the cutting edge truth that connects magnesium to this story, the ATP lock. Every beat, every thought, and every cellular repair process is powered by a molecule called ATP. It's the fuel currency your body runs on. But research shows that ATP is biologically inactive until it binds to magnesium. Now here's a fun fact. Magnesium is required as an ingredient in hundreds of reactions in your body, but its role as the repair key is the one that matters most in our investigation today. Without adequate cellular magnesium to unlock that energy, your repair crew has a full tank of gas but no car keys. They're stranded in your marrow while your tissues stay in a state of disrepair. The fact remains, without magnesium, you can't produce or activate energy efficiently. Less energy means less fuel for your stem cell repair crew. In other words, less fuel means your body regenerates more slowly. More cellular repair error accumulates over time, leading to symptoms and ultimately disease. Now, hold all three clues together. Your liver is burdened by synthetic chelates it wasn't designed to process. That's clue 1. Your body is running on a 4% rounding error of magnesium fuel because the stomach acid gap, that's clue 2, and your repair crew is unlocked and unable to reach the job site, that's clue 3. You thought you were supporting your health. The research suggests that by using the wrong forms, though, you may have been quietly undermining the very repair system you're trying to fix. The verdict. So, 3 clues, 1 verdict. Synthetic magnesium glycinate, often hidden behind buffered labels and diluted with oxide fillers, is a cellular resource drain. It asks your liver to process what it doesn't recognize while delivering a mere fraction of the mineral your energy production crew actually need. In my clinic, I don't recommend synthetic chelated products at all. If a client needs specific help, say for energy production support, and most women in perimenopause do, I use magnesium malate. It supports the energy pathway directly and performs many other functions better suited to the biology of a woman over 40. For sleep architecture, I use standardized medicinal herbal extracts like passion flower, valerian, or ziziphus, tailored to the individual. And I often recommend a simple foundational trick: pinch of Celtic sea salt, tablespoon of grass-fed butter before bed. This helps stabilize your blood sugar through the night, stopping that 3 a.m. cortisol spike before it even starts. Now, I'd like to take a final minute to step back and give you the bigger picture. This investigation was never just about one supplement. It's about the fact that you've been doing everything right, taking the pills, trusting the labels, following the guidelines, and you're still waking at 3 a.m., still dragging through the afternoon, still wondering why the solution isn't working. It's because most solutions only touch the symptom. In fact, by introducing synthetic burdens, they may lead to issues you didn't even have before you started. These conventional approaches never address the cellular environment. That's where I focus, not just on the symptom, but on the terrain generating it. Your repair capacity is under pressure from every direction, and it's time we gave your cellular repair crew the natural fuel they actually need and can use. If today's investigation has shifted how you think about what you put into your body, I've built a logical next step for you. I've created a free guide specifically for women over 40. It's called the Stem Cell Reset. This is the nutritional framework I use with my own clients to support the cellular environment without the synthetic burden. It walks through the nutrients that research suggests may support your cellular environment naturally and daily. The link is in the description below. It's completely free and it's designed to take everything you've just learned and make it actionable for you right now. The magnesium scandal, closed. 3 clues, 1 verdict, and a clear pathway forward that starts where the symptoms end, at the cellular level. If today's investigation gave you something new, please share it with a friend whose magnesium is on her bedside table every night and she's wondering why it's not helping with her sleep. Hit subscribe if you haven't already, because the next investigation is already filed. We're opening the brain drain next. Brain fog isn't just aging, it's neural inflammation. I'm going to show you the cellular clue most practitioners are completely missing. I'm Nineveh Daniel, the cellular detective. So let's make this next chapter of your life one of renewal, not regret. I'll see you in the next one.